Today, I wanted to talk to you about the holidays. Whether you celebrate or not, it's the time of year to take stock, to self-reflect, to see what we've accomplished, what goals we have left for next year. All the while staying in the beautiful present of this season with many lights, sounds, smells, foods, excitement in the air. Sometimes it's hard to stay still and go within. So today, I was out shopping and I found this beautiful ornament in the shape of a heart. And it reminded me to stay heart-centered throughout this time. And to be gentle with myself and with others through acceptance of our strengths and weaknesses, our mistakes, our missteps as human beings. And so today, I wanted to go through each thread of beads with you. Each thread representing a thought. And then I noticed when I had the ornament home that there's one thread that's longer than the others. Can you see that? And while some could consider that a flaw and go back and return it and get something new and different and seemingly perfect, I think it represents our asymmetry, our imperfection as human beings. And how what makes us different is what makes us beautiful. And I love the embroidery and the beading as something handmade and artisanal. And the different coloration and the sparkle and shine, all the while being subtle and discreet in its color pattern. So let's start, shall we? For the first thread, I want to talk about acceptance. It's so difficult for me to accept the things about myself I would prefer to be different. And so I tend to be hard on myself, overly critical, judgmental about things I think I could have done better, about my physicality, about the words that I use. And then I realize I'm being so hard on myself. And that realization usually comes out when I start being hard on others. When I lose my temper with my loved ones, or a random stranger, a shopkeeper. And now as soon as that happens, it triggers a flash in my brain, and I realize, Lisa, you're being too hard on yourself, darling. They're only human like you are. And so for the next thread, that leads me to forgiveness. Is there anything you did this year that you want to forgive? Because we can't go back, and regrets serve no purpose except to bring us down and focus our attention on the past instead of the present. Instead of the future, where we're headed. And so the next thread represents a new beginning. Similar to the Fool in the tarot deck, with a childless, childlike, naive, innocent approach to life, to a situation. We can all start anew. Start fresh. Give up the burdens, the heaviness of what we think we did wrong. Because odds are other people have done the same thing. And the next thread, if I lost count, is imperfection. Imperfection. How do you compare yourself to other people? It never uplifts us, does it? It simply brings us down and makes us feel not good enough. And yet we are innately worthy of all the goodness that life can bring us. And the next thread is beauty. I would say nothing brings me more joy than beauty. Beauty in my surroundings, beauty in nature, beauty in words spoken, heard, read, beauty, the beauty of self-expression, creativity that reveals our own unique nature. Where can you find beauty in your daily life? And the next thread is simplicity. Because it's interwoven with beauty. I find beauty in the simplest things. think it makes life much less complicated. Watching a squirrel clamber up a tree, watching a bird, listening to its song, unique to itself, taking in a magnificent landscape, I can do this from the comfort of my own home, from my sofa, or I can walk outside and take in the external beauty as well. Simply by touching a tree. Yes, I'm a tree hugger. Unashamedly so. Taking a walk in the park and nature. These are simple pleasures that bring me much joy. And so I'm at the long thread now. And I'm going to call this thread joy. Where do you find joy in your life? All of these threads are intertwined. They're all ways of finding joy. Taking off the baggage of the heaviness of life through self-acceptance, surrounding ourselves with beauty in all its simplicity, forgiving ourselves and others of our trespasses and theirs against us, to allow new beginnings, to allow room for growth and expansion. And a new year, and everything it may offer, and just to be open for the possibilities, the opportunities, and whatever life may bring our way. And so I'm going to be putting this ornament on display. And I'll think about these messages every time it meets my gaze. And I encourage you to do the same. Just reflect and go within and admire the beauty of you. And so that's all I had for you today. I'll see you again soon.